Hey friends, welcome back to another video. My name's Emma LaFave, and today we are on episode 2 of our Show Me Your Work series. Today's episode is actually pretty exciting. I'm not gonna lie, I did take a peek at some of these pieces of art and they are so good. And also it's really exciting because these 5 artists are from all over the globe. So let's stop talking and jump right into what we've got. Okay friends, so our first artist, her name is Shelly Parker. She said, I have attached 2 paintings that I really enjoyed doing. Last fall, I collected leaves while out on a hike and used them as examples for the layout of the pumpkin painting. The peony painting I just finished for my niece for her dorm wall as she's heading off to college next week. Okay, so let's take a piece of these art and then I will tell you a little bit more about Shelly. Okay, so looking at the peony piece first, I am so intrigued to know, I feel like she used some pencil crayons or colored pencils in this piece to give it that texture on some of the shading, and I love it. This is so cool. See, this is such an awesome example of mixed media. I don't know if she used watercolor pencils to start. Shelly, if you're watching, let us know in the comments below what you used to create this because I absolutely love it. But yeah, this is a great example of using mixed media or colored pencils to add shading and texture on your pieces. That is so good. And then the second piece with the pumpkins. Okay, you guys know I love pumpkins and I love leaves and I love fall. This is gorgeous. I love this. I love the detail on this. I love the color of the pumpkins. The purpley kind of leaves in the top left corner. I love how they're kind of like overlapped and layered a bit. Like they're just this is so beautiful. I love this. Again, like I said in the last episode, seeing a bunch of your artwork inspires me. So like now I want to paint this. But that is beautiful. Shelly, you're going to have to let us know maybe what medium you used, all that stuff, because this is gorgeous. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit more about her. She said, a little bit about me. Well, honestly, Emma, I'm here because of you. Thank you. I picked up art again about 6 years ago after becoming an empty nester. I work in many mediums, but had not tried watercolor. So about 3 years ago, I decided I was up for the challenge. You were the very first watercolor artist I came upon when searching for watercolor painting tutorials, and I was, and continue to be, so inspired by you. I just love your work. Thank you so much. I was hooked and am learning more every day with each painting I do. I live in Minnesota, but I'm from Wisconsin. 2 years ago, we lost my dad after a long life and battle with Parkinson's. I'm so sorry. I'm an only child, and I promised my dad just before he died that I'd take good care of my mom. Because of COVID, our firm adopted a hybrid work model, so every month I travel back and forth between states, spending 1 week in Minnesota to work in office and 3 weeks working remotely in Wisconsin so I can be with my mom. Because of living in 2 states, I've had to leave all my other mediums behind and just took my watercolor supplies and some colored pencils with me for when I'm in Wisconsin because it was easy to pack up and move. This watercolor journey has carried me through some very dark days of grief and challenges of life, and I'm so grateful to have found you in this community of wonderful, talented artists. Thank you so much again for this opportunity. Amazing. Shelly, you are an incredible artist and I love your story. I love how watercolor has helped you like it has helped so many of us. And again, that's one of the things I love about watercolor, the ease of being able to pack it up and just travel with it. So that's amazing. I'm so sorry for your loss, but I'm so glad you were able to share your art with us and your story with us today. Okay, so our second artist, very short and sweet. It says, hello, I'm Gull, I hope I pronounced that right, a hobby artist from Pakistan, and I've learned a lot from you. So let's take a look at their artwork. Ooh, flowers. Those are beautiful. I love the like eucalyptus leaves, and I love the color choices. I love like pink and orange, but it's just framed so nicely with the leaves and the layers of the leaves. This is gorgeous. This is such a good job. And their second one, these roses. Roses are so hard, and rose leaves are also pretty tricky. I love the detail on like the scalloping kind of on the leaves or like the little spiky bits. That is so good. And also the detail of the kind of pinkish reddish stems for the leaves. That's awesome. That's so good. And even like there's not too much white space between the rose petals. There's like just enough, like perfected. This is beautiful. Good job. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, so on to our third artist. Please forgive me if I don't pronounce things correctly. It says, "Hi Emma, what a wonderful idea and thank you. My name is, I think, Sonia. I live in Slovakia. I watch every one of your videos. I found you in 2019 on YouTube. Love your art so much. So in 2020, I bought my first supplies, 2 brushes, little Winsor & Newton paints, and a block of paper. And I started to paint some loose flowers with your tutorials. And then I found out I was pregnant after the whole world closed. I'm guessing COVID. She says it was a very scary time for me, which I can imagine. And painting was her therapy. I cannot paint loose, and it hit me after a year of trying. I always try to add a little shadow, a little detail here and there, and it was an overworked mess. So I gradually moved to different styles until I found something that I liked most, but I always watch your videos." Okay, let's look. Holy moly. That is stunning. Like, you're saying that you can't paint loose, but you don't need to paint loose. Like, this is beautiful. Like, I don't even know if I can do that. Like, the shadows from the petals casting onto other petals, like those dark shadows. Wow. And like, I love the line and wash. I don't know if you outlined it. Like, that's amazing. Holy monkey. That's my way of not swearing when I'm around my kids. That is beautiful. That is gorgeous. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. That's amazing. Okay, on to our 4th artist. I'm loving seeing all these pieces of art. They're so good. Okay, it says, "Hello, Emma. My name is Amparo. I am 57. I'm a 57-year-old woman and I live in Valencia, Spain." See, Spain, Slovakia, Pakistan, the United States. This is crazy. I love this part of our community that it's just worldwide. This is so awesome. I paint watercolor, and recently I have done a challenge that I'm very proud of. I have spent 30 days painting roses, and it's amazing to see the amount of combinations and new possibilities that have emerged. My creativity increased exponentially. I post my work on Instagram, and then I'll put their Instagram tag at the bottom in the description. I'm a translator and vocational artist. My training is self-taught and through online courses. I love learning. I paint because I want to recreate the beauty in the world. This is, okay, that's so cool. Let me just take a look at your work. I did take a little sneak peek. Okay, so this is their 30-day challenge. Like, look at, this is so cool. And I feel like I need to do something like this. And I think this is such a good exercise for all of us, like just picking one subject and seeing how many different ways and mediums that you could recreate this. Like, okay, so number 1, just looking at number 1, and then number 2, it looks like she did, like, does this make sense? Like a positive painting and then a negative painting. Like she painted the flowers completely and then painted around. I don't know. Well, I love the variety in different ways that she approached this. This is so cool. Okay, so that's 1 to 9. This is 10 to 18. That's really cool. I like that number 12 there. That's really cool. And then here's 19 to 27. Okay, I love that. That's so cool. Even like the kind of like stained glass one, like number 25. That is amazing. Or like the mosaic kind of vibe on 22. Wow. Okay, so now this is making me see, I love you guys. When I am lacking inspiration, I get it from you guys. This would be a really cool challenge to do on Instagram Reels, like picking one subject and then seeing how many different ways you can draw or paint it, or just, that's really cool. I love these. You did such an amazing job. Thank you for sharing this. I'm gonna have to write this down in my notebook. Okay, so we're on to our last artist. These have been so good. All of them. This episode, last episode. This is so much fun. Our last artist says, "Hi, Emma. I started around 2019 following you and other artists on YouTube. Thank you for your teachings and inspiration. I post my work on Facebook under, and I'll put the link in the description below." Okay, let's take a look at her artwork. So this is from Mary. Ooh, I love this. I think they're irises. Like, they're just very abstract, but I kind of like the blotchiness of the flowers. Like, they're not, it's more of like an abstract flower, not even just like loose. It's like kind of abstract, and I love that. I love like some of the blooms you're getting. I love what looks like the line work. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe you did the back of the paintbrush with the handle to create those lines, and then the paint seeps in. I love that. There's so many like just naturally beautiful things from like the way watercolor moves in this piece. That's gorgeous. Ooh, and then roses. Again, it's like, it has the like blotchy kind of feel. Like they're not just like one simple stroke, and I really love it. It's like layered little shapes almost. That's beautiful. And roses are so hard. Roses are a pain in the butt, but that's really well done. I love that. And the last piece, well, that's nice. I like that. Okay, so that's kind of, I like, again, more abstract. I think that I'm getting kind of like an iris kind of vibe a little bit, but it's just, it almost reminds me of, remember that like tulip, was it tulips? It was like abstract tulips like ages ago, years ago, maybe like 2019. That's really pretty. I love the colors. I love the bleeds of the light wash of the green in the background. That's gorgeous. You guys all did such a great job. Thank you so much, Mary. Those are beautiful. Okay, so those are our 5 for today. I feel like I'm speechless because I walk away so inspired after seeing everyone's artwork. You guys are doing an amazing job. I love getting to know you, getting to know your stories. And if you don't feel comfortable sharing, like some people just gave me like a little like thank you for teaching, and I'm totally okay with that. Doesn't mean you won't be picked. Just share whatever you can. It's totally up to you, but I'm really enjoying seeing all this. Make sure to look in the description below. If anyone gave me their socials, I will put them there so you can check them out. But yeah, that's our episode for today, and I absolutely loved all of it. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Let me know in the comments below if you're enjoying the series. I want to know what you guys are thinking, and thank you guys so much for joining me. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, follow me on Instagram and all my other platforms for tons more content. I was going to say comments, content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.